Welcome aboard the new Hanse 385. Let me give you a tour of the boat, above decks and below. The first thing you'll notice is a clean and clutter-free deck layout. All the halyards are covered. Starting at the bow, we've redesigned the anchor fitting. The vertical stem requires a longer fitting to keep the anchor clear from the bow. A step and an eye for the asymmetrical spinnaker are integrated. The furler is above decks for maximum headsail size. We've raised the chain locker's lid a bit, so that the chain outlet can be kept fairly small. The deck is now bonded onto the hull like on our bigger boats, without an aluminium rail. This recess makes the hull look a bit slimmer. It also provides extra strength for docking and fenders. Taking a closer look at the chain locker, we can see that it's neat and clean. It's self-draining and has been designed to hold not only your anchor chain, but also 2 or 3 fenders. Let's take a look at the front hatch. There are actually 2 large hatches for the front cabin. They are flush with the deck, which could cause drainage problems. Our solution is to drain the front hatch directly into the anchor locker right here, eliminating the need for an extra drain duct. This is the track for the self-tacking jib, which is standard at Hanse. All halyards are led to the cockpit through these halyard tunnels with generous openings. The track of the 105% jib is well inboard, not obstructing crew movement on deck. The mainsheet is kept out of the cockpit. It's mounted right in front of the Dodger. We've changed to a German mainsheet system, allowing you to work the sheet from both ends. The mainsheet is led to the helmsman's positions on both sides. All other ropes and halyards are led back here. This leaves us with a clean cabin top without winches or halyards, which is quite unique. This gives us room for a hatch and some storage space. This dinner tray is included in delivery. It fits here snug and safe, and you can also use it in the galley. This is the helmsman's position, offering an unobstructed view forward and direct access to the winches and jammers. Everything's in a convenient position, all ropes entering the winch at a good angle. The optional electric winch makes sail handling incredibly easy. The instruments are right here. Another innovation is this extra locker for the halyards. There's ample room for everything. The lid is resin transfer molded, with a smooth finish also on the inside. The top is covered with teak. The twin steering wheels come as standard. Standing at the side of the boat, the view forward is unobstructed. At the same time, it's very convenient to have this walkway between the wheels. The stern design is semi-open, offering some protection even when the transom platform is open. On starboard, there's the engine vent and the gas bottle locker. Also the manual bilge pump and the stern shower. We've redesigned the locker lids. The seat depth is now 50 centimeters for improved comfort. We've moved the hinges to the side for a snug fit. The lid handle is a bit lower now. Again, the inner surface has a smooth finish due to resin transfer molding. A well-designed locker with a good drainage system. We moved the steering system close to the locker, giving you a surface long enough to sunbathe in comfort. We've moved back the controls to the helmsperson, so we have a very wide and spacious cockpit. It's almost as wide as on the Hanse 445, a bit shorter of course. We have enough room for this new voluminous cockpit table. It's big enough for an optional fridge or even a barbecue. The new chart plotter is a bit exposed here, but that's no problem as there are no sheets or ropes in its way. You can swivel around, so you can look at it from the cockpit or even watch a DVD on the screen. Another look at the cockpit table. This cup holder can be turned around to create a flush surface for dinner. Let's take a look at the companionway. The entry's in the back for maximum interior space. The sliding hatch is quite long, allowing for a gentle angle for the stairs, like on our bigger yachts. The drop boards slide up and down on tracks. One pull and it's closed. It's lockable too. Below decks, there are also a couple of things worth mentioning. Here we see the Companionway Stairs. The new angle makes them very comfortable to use, especially for a boat of this size. A typical Hanse feature is the light switch right at the companionway. You can switch on the light here when coming aboard, even if the battery main switch is disconnected. The standard version, what we call the C1 layout, features an extended galley section. This sliding cupboard can be replaced by a second fridge, also with sliding mechanism. You still have enough large cupboards. This cover disappears behind the cooker for easy access. The top-loading fridge is tried and tested at Hanse. Looking into the main cabin, we can see that it's exceptionally wide for this class of yacht. We'll get back into that. Let's first take a look at the new Nav Station with the new seat. It's made from molded plywood covered with leather. It's retractable and offers comfortable seating even when the boat is heeling. It's also at a good height and with enough space at the knees. The new main cabin table is drop-leafed on both sides, so the settee can also be used as a berth. We have another one of these dual-purpose cup holders here. Also, we have new lights, like on the bigger yachts, with an additional red bulb for night sailing. The backrest has a new contour, providing better comfort. A standard feature is this little wine cellar in the bilge, right next to the Nav Station. Looking at the ceiling, you can see the completely re-engineered inner deck mold with integrated handrails and indirect light. It goes all the way through to the forward cabin. The controls are the same as on the big yachts. Here we are in the port aft cabin of the Hanse 385. A new optional feature is this foldable backrest, converting the berth into a settee. There's enough headroom and the lamp is at hand. The kids like it in combination with the multimedia board. They can put their PlayStations or whatever in there and have their privacy here. The front cabin also features a new inner deck mold, providing complete lining and a lot of portholes. We've already seen the second hatch from the deck. It gives better ventilation and a whole new impression of space and light. Plus, we have indirect lighting also here in the front cabin. We have a new concept also in the head. At 1.70 m, it's pretty wide. We've done away with the folding door and now use the entire room as shower basin. The parts that can get wet are covered. There's ample headroom and good free moving space. This was a short guided tour of the new Hanse 385, giving you an overview of some of the new features. I believe that we have a good product on the market and look forward to its success.